Hi everybody, happy Saturday to you and happy weekend to you. Hope you're doing well wherever you are in the world. Kirsty from Lifting Consciousness here, of course. And just going to do a quick check-in with the Universal Weight Tarot. I've also got my Immunology deck as well, because of course we've got the new moon in Scorpio coming up next week on the Tuesday. I was going to say next month. I mean, we will have a new moon next month, but of course that will be a different one. So yeah, we've got that one coming up. And I will, of course, be doing a reading for that. But also, you know, we are approaching the sun moving into Scorpio. It's not quite there yet. It's still in Libra. And, you know, that's obviously going to bring a lot of powerful energy when you think of Pluto is now direct. And with Scorpio, the sun moving into Scorpio, and also Venus will be moving into Scorpio as well. There are some deep transformations going on. Saturn is also going to be going direct. And, you know, in relation to structures, when you think of the structures within your own life, that deep transformation we may have been called to action on after the Pluto retrograde, because it's now direct, may have involved our own structures. But also with Venus moving into Scorpio, there could be some element of our worth and our values as well surrounding that, you know, our structures in relation to that. So of course, take that as it resonates. I will do a reading on that sort of nearer the time. But for now, this is just a check-in because the sun is still in Libra and will be for a little bit longer before it moves into Scorpio, okay? Right, let's crack on. Let's see what we've got. Universal weight. Okay, I've set the intention, of course. Messages from the pure white light of unconditional love and divine source energy. For the collective, it's not going to resonate for everybody. I know I always say it, but I need to remind you that it's not going to resonate for everybody. Okay, what do we have, please? For the collective, 22nd of October. Oh, Justice in reverse. Okay. And that is, of course, Libra energy. Right, those two came out together. All right, so 10 of Swords in reverse with the 6 of Pentacles. There's a need to end something that's not balanced, not fair. Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is causing stagnancy because the Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck, and it indicates that fast movement. It can also be, you know, hastiness as well, but it's determined action. Now in the reverse there is stagnancy because it then becomes not so fast, you know, there's delays potentially, but this is because something needs to close out, and because it came out with the 6 of Pentacles, this is all about closing something that is not fair, that's not equal, that's not balanced. And that's of course why we have Justice in reverse as well. Okay, what else do we have, please? For the collective, thank you so much. You may be giving too much of yourself to another or to a situation, and that may be where the imbalance is. And of course, we've got the Scales of Justice on both those cards. That's definitely a message for somebody. We've got the Star. I will hold that one up. Oh, and a bit of awkward energy there. Oh, okay. Wow, awkward energy around the Star. This is Aquarius energy. This is that rebirth energy. There's opportunities for healing as well, but it's also that opportunity for rebirth and a fresh start. You know, it comes after the Tower. So this is all about sort of any change that may have been going on in your life. Again, with that transformation, this is an opportunity to then rebirth, you know, in that transformed state. So it's interesting that that's underneath the Justice in reverse. Okay, so you definitely need to close out something that is not reciprocal. Okay, we've got, yeah, 5 of Pentacles. This is that sort of victim mentality of being left out in the cold. It's lack consciousness, and that's underneath the 6 of Pentacles. So what separates that? 1 Pentacle, the Ace of Pentacles. So it relates to your own stability, and in terms of having a new stable beginning from that rebirth, from that transformation, a cycle needs to close out that has not been fair, that has not been just, that has not been balanced, that has not been equal, that has not been reciprocal. And that will then allow you to move away from conflict, because we've got the 5 of Wands. That's 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 5, 5. Definitely change going on. Okay, let's have one more. That one jumped, so I'm going to take that one. Yeah. And the need to trust your intuition, High Priestess in reverse, Pisces energy. So you certainly need to ensure that you are checking in with your intuition in relation to this. Interestingly, okay, and I asked for one more and I got it. When we look at this card as the end card and the start card, look at the mirroring here with the pillars, and they're both reversed. Okay, so that balance is definitely needed. And here it's also about that sort of divine feminine, divine masculine balance within. So there is a need for that, absolutely, because we've got the reading is bookended by 2 major arcana. There's a need for balance generally within yourself. And when you're in that state, you're then able to see what is not balanced around you and that which needs to close out. Of course, that cycle that needs to close out. And on the bottom, yeah. So we have the Fool in reverse. This is fear of taking a leap. So this rebirth, this is also like a fresh start, if you like. But there's fears around actually taking a leap and moving away from something that has not been right. It can be challenging because we can feel tethered to that. But that's where you need to trust your intuition. If it's causing too much conflict and it's causing stagnant energy, as we've seen, Knight of Swords in reverse, it needs to end in order for you to have that rebirth, in order to transform, you know, so it's more in alignment for you. Your situation, your life is more in alignment for you. And the difficult energy there is the 10 of Swords in reverse. So yes, needing to end something that's been causing that mental anguish and stress and anxiety, and also making sure that you stay in that prosperity consciousness and not in lack consciousness because of the 5 of Pentacles. And as I've just done that, you can see we've got the 5 of Cups in reverse. So another 5. And that is what I call the self-sabotage card, because it's almost focusing on the loss again of the cups that are spilled, rather than the 2 that are there, that, you know, the divine is handing you that opportunity of emotional fulfillment, but there's too much focus on what has spilled in the past. And the sirens are going off, if you can hear that. So I think that's confirmation there. And that's where the truth needs to be acknowledged with the Ace of Swords. Okay, that's powerful. All right. And let's see what we have from the, I'll go for the traditional Moonology deck. Okay. And I will be doing other readings, of course, as we get closer to the new moon. And for Lifting Consciousness subscribers on YouTube and also followers on social media pages, both Instagram and Facebook, I've got a special offer on for the new moon. So it's a mini 3-card tarot reading with supporting Moonology oracles for 1111. So that's an aligned number, but yeah, it's a fantastic offer. In my Etsy store, it's usually $15.15, so it's slightly reduced for Lifting Consciousness subscribers, because I really appreciate your support. If you're interested, reach out, and it can be 3-card tarot reading with supporting Moonology cards, or if you prefer, 3 Moonology cards with supporting tarot, whatever resonates for you. Reach out. I'll pop the details in the description box. Okay. Let's have a look then what we have from the Moonology to support this reading today for the collective. Okay, what do we have? Okay. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah, this takes you back to the worth as well, because it's Taurus energy. So in order to move away from what is not equal, balanced, just, fair, in order to move away from that, you need to know your worth, and you can know your worth from being balanced inside, as I mentioned, and trusting your intuition as well. You're going to know what feels right to you and what doesn't feel right to you. And this is definitely saying that, you know, your dreams, in terms of what you actually want to aspire to move towards, whatever it may be, just in life, projects, work, you know, relationships, whatever it is, there is that sense of needing a practical plan, but not to over plan so much so that you get into that overthinking. This is about saying, you know, you need to recognize your worth at the core, and then with that grounded earth energy, take the steps as necessary, but certainly away from something that's caused you pain, stress, anxiety. Even if it's something from the past that you're still hanging on to and you feel you might have closed it out, but as we've been moving through all of these planetary retrogrades and lots has been coming up to the surface, it may have revealed to you that you actually haven't released it fully. So it could be something like that, or it could be something that you're dealing with currently. It's however it resonates. And as I say, it's not going to resonate for every single one of you. The collective is vast, so it's not going to resonate for every single one of you. But this is about empowering yourself on your own journey and moving out of those situations that are not serving you, causing you stress and anxiety. Who wants to go through that? Nobody. So this is about actually using your practical, grounded nature within, from your intuition, but also using that earth energy of the Taurus from this card to actually recognize your worth and to say to yourself, I am worthy of a new start, or I am worthy of rebirthing my situation, however it resonates, and then moving forward. Because when you establish that, you can then have that prosperity consciousness, because you know, I'm worth more than that. I am worth more than that. Rather than being in the lack consciousness, I'm not worthy of that because someone's hurt me in the past. No, shift out of that. I am worthy of this, and I'm going to move in that direction. Step by step, that's all it takes, for your own good, you know, for your highest good. Okay. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I knew there was more to come, and there are. All right. So it's very interesting because we've got all full moon energy with these cards. That's also come out as well. And the moon that's coming up is a new moon. Okay. So not to confuse that, but the reason why I'm highlighting this is because full moons, they of course illuminate things for us, but they're also great in terms of the energy to release. So clearly there's something here that needs to be released because an ending is needed, a cycle closure is needed. And the fact that we've got the supporting moonology cards are all full moon energy, that is definitely confirming that something needs to be released, because these are both in reverse. So it says here, the answers you need are coming. And this is Gemini energy, okay? Air energy. So we've got earth energy and we've got air energy, and the other one is Pisces. So we've actually got water energy there as well. The only one that's missing is fire energy, which is that courage and taking action. But this is in reverse. So what I'm feeling intuitively from this, because it says the answers you need are coming, in reverse, it's not saying the answers are not coming. What they're saying to me is they're already within you. So it's not that expectation of they're going to come. They're already within you, and you need to trust your intuition. And then we have balance, spirituality, and practicality, and that was in reverse as well. So you do need to have that balance, and that's a further reminder of that balance that's needed within. The practicality echoes the practical plan on that card. So confirmation from spirit there as well, okay? And on the bottom, you and your loved ones are safe, okay? So it's recognizing that you're being divinely guided. If you can follow your intuition, you trust your intuition, your soul is guiding you. You will always be guided in the right direction, even if you have to go through difficult lessons and experiences. It's all for our highest good. So it's recognizing that we're safe going through this process as long as we're moving away from that which doesn't serve us, and doing things that are in alignment with ourselves and what we value and what we hold as true to ourselves within our divine essence, okay? And that's actually new moon energy. So there we go, we've got the new moon coming up, and that's all about your manifestations, about how you want to move forward, you know, your intention settings for what you want to manifest in your life. And you are the co-creator of your reality with the universe. So that's why prosperity consciousness is definitely key for you, and moving away from anything that isn't balanced in order to have that balance within first of all, but then to recognize what isn't balanced around you and to move out of that, close out those cycles, to get the energy moving again, and to take that leap into something new or a restart, however that applies. And yeah, you've got this. So I trust that finds you well. As I say, reach out if you would like a private reading for the new moon, you know, that special offer. I'll put the details in the description box. And yeah, I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care. Love and blessings.